Hello and welcome to another update video about optimism. It's coming down a little bit together with Bitcoin today, around about 5% drop, while Bitcoin is just hovering just above support. And it's sort of at a make or break point. Optimism as well, not really yet, but Bitcoin certainly is. If it drops much lower then, or just a little bit lower, then probably we'll see quite a bit of a drop, and with optimism then most likely as well, because it has technically it's 5 waves complete. I mean, not necessarily, this can still push higher, and the 1-to-1 ratio is certainly within reach, and that's based on the calculation and the length of the third wave. If we take the length of the third wave and you measure that, then the target is the next target is the 1-to-1 ratio. I mean, it reached the ideal target for the fifth wave, yeah. So if it was here because it made a higher high, it's fine. You know, it did enough because it reached the 61.8 extension, and it, got rejected twice basically. Yesterday it looked like it would go a bit higher, but obviously today we lost that level again. So we're really fighting here to push higher into the 1-to-1 ratio area. But normally the ideal target is the 61.8 extension. It's just that yesterday we moved a bit higher. And also currently this move down looks corrective on the optimism chart. So I wouldn't be surprised if it just puts in a deeper wave 4. And we do something like this, because this could very well just be an A wave overshooting B wave and the C wave down. This is possible as long as we're holding 257. That's the 50% retracement of the third wave. Yeah. So 257 is the key level here. And as long as we hold that, the wave 5 can still happen, and the target wouldn't change to 365. That's sort of the level I'm watching. There is not much more to add. This could be an ABC correction, and it's all about, are we now holding the 257 level? Absolutely, because below the 50% retracement, it's most likely not a wave 4 anymore. And that's sort of probably the best count to look at. I mean, this could also be the fifth wave here in yellow. Yeah. Could also be a diagonal. So we could, because it's a wave 5, we might have to consider the option of it being a diagonal. It's not a crystal clear one, so I would prefer it to be an impulse. So 1, 2, wave 3, a wave 4 to hold the 50% retracement, and then the fifth wave. In a diagonal, the wave 4 can also drop lower. The problem with that is it's not reliable anymore. It's not really very well tradable anymore, unless you really have a well-defined trend line, which we don't really have. Let's see, we could connect that and then maybe look for a parallel channel here. That's possible, and that could mean that we might drop a little bit more than the 50% retracement. Actually, maybe we should allow for that, because in a diagonal you can cut into the wave 1 price region. In a more original or traditional interpretation of Elliott Wave, you would actually expect it in a wave 4 diagonal, that it cuts into the wave 1 price region. So that's certainly something to keep in mind. We have a parallel channel, so parallel. Normally I don't have problems to say that word, parallel. Okay, it's Sunday, it's late. So we've got here waves 1 and 3 connected, and then you have a parallel. Oh yeah, I didn't want to say it again. Trend line here between maybe wave 2 and 4 and the lows, and then this is certainly what you would expect in a diagonal to reach before it then pushes higher in a fifth wave. So we should keep that option on the table, but because it's getting uncertain now, it might be a wise decision to take some profits, if you entered in one of our target areas, which I already took off the charts. But we had some good entries here with optimism, and ideally what I'm looking out for now is at some point this wave 2 correction. So maybe we drop now, which would be strongly indicated if we drop below the lower boundary line of that channel. Then I think we're heading into wave 2 and have that confirmed, because it did enough, it moved up enough. At this stage, I think another move up would be preferred, maybe in a wave 5 of an ending diagonal, maybe to 365. But if we drop out of the channel to the downside, I think we have to expect here a move into the wave 2 support, which I can talk about, but please don't think it is absolutely defined yet. Have to go to the 4-hour chart then. and I have to take the low of this wave too, and we go from this low to the high, and we're talking about 194 to 119, somewhere in that area we would expect this wave 2 to get into. And for a wave 2, yeah, at least 193 would be great, 194. Okay, and that's my update about Optimism. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.